Welcome to buysellshort.com. We're going to do a quick video tutorial here. I know some of you have asked to do a video on what chart indicators I use and why we use them. So, no better time than now to do that. Here we're looking at OPWV. This was a trading alert we did a couple of weeks ago. The real main indicators that we look at on the chart are RSI. This is what you see up here on the top. It's relative strength index. Then we have MACD. This is the moving average convergence divergence. Then we have ADX, slow stochastics, and on-bounds volume. Now the main ones, if you were to look at two main ones, and the ones I usually look at the most, are slow stochastics and RSI. Really don't need to know. I mean, you can look up and see exactly what these indicators mean, but it's a lot of mathematical jargon. It's all about the look and where certain things trigger. So you really don't need to get into the deep down detail of what these actually are. RSI, easy version, down here around 30 is oversold, up here around 70 is overbought. 50, whenever you see the line moving up through 50, it's bullish. When it's moving down through 50, it's bearish. Then we go to MACD. What we like to see here, we've got the neutral line, which is obviously 0. Moving up through 0 is bullish. Moving down through 0 is bearish. Likewise, we've got ADX. This is another momentum indicator. Green line is a positive. Red line is negative. This black line is the strength of the trend, meaning numbers over 20 to 25, it's a strong trend depending on which line is above the other line. Right here you see the red line is above the green line, so it's a strong negative trend. If it was the other way around, the green line was above the black line, then it would be a strong positive trend. Last but not least, we have slow stochastics. This is another trend indicator I really love, and you will notice in a lot of the videos that when I see stocks that have stochastics under 20, it usually goes on to a strong watch, because essentially what we're playing are bounces. We don't like to buy, with the rest of the sheep at the top. We like to look for the bottom and the bottoming process, because usually it gives the biggest gains, especially if you time it right with the indicators. When we see it under 20 and it starts crossing up through 20, that's typically very bullish, especially when it's coupled with some other indicators. And like the other indicators, slow stochastics moving up through 50 is very bullish, moving down through 50 is bearish. Up around the 80 area usually means we look to get out of our position. And usually when you see stochastics up here around 80, it means our target price has been hit. Quick mention on balance volume as well. Unbalanced volume is just essentially a way of saying whether people are accumulating the stock or getting rid of the stock. Right here, looking at this one, it shows that they're getting rid of the stock slowly over the last couple of months. But anyway, let's jump back in here to OPWV. This was a play with a couple of other indicators. As you'll remember from the alert we did a couple of weeks ago, OPWV is a stock that loves its 20-day exponential. As you can see, whenever the stock gets too far away from it, it retraces back to it, and when it dips below it, it bounces back to it. And you can see, even after all its previous sell-offs, that it eventually works its way back there. When we tagged this one as a buy, the 20-day exponential was sitting here at 237, so that was our first target. Then the 50-day moving average was at 260. That was our second target. Now, this was a play on getting pretty far. It was about 10-15% from its 20-day exponential. And then we looked at our other indicators, and you can see RSI is down at 30, which is good. It means the stock is oversold. We've got stochastics also under 20 and starting to move up. And that was the reason we initiated a position in this one. Now let's pull back, or let's look at where the stock actually went. Okay, so here we are a week later, and you can see it just perfect play all around. Stock bounced exactly like we thought it would, hit our first target at the 20-day exponential, continued to move, hit our second target of the 50-day moving average plus some, and as you can see, RSI ran up from the 30 level, which gave us a trigger, you can see right here the run started when we had that positive MACD cross. So that is why, focusing on one technical indicator, you know, some traders do that. I like to add a few other ones, and over the years, I've sort of refined it to these 3 or 4 main ones. You can also see that we had a positive ADX cross almost at the exact same time we had that positive MACD cross. And then again, you can see stochastics up through 20, and then the stock gave a nice 25% move. So there's a really quick tutorial. We've got a couple of ideas that bounce back to the 20-day exponential and why we use the indicators that we use in the video. So hopefully that is useful to you guys. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat room or shoot me an email. Talk to you later. Bye.